Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today is Thursday, today after 4th of July. Woo! Our guest yesterday went home really early this morning. Well, not really early, but I forgot to film it. He basically left as soon as I got up today because my dad had a doctor appointment and he had to get out there. Oh, God. You wonder why I'm so tired. I think I slept like 5 o'clock last night because, yeah, I don't know why I couldn't sleep last night. But I've been up since like 2. Which is sad. I know. But it is now 3:30. Don't know why I'm showing you guys that. But, if you can't tell, I am home alone because my mom went with my dad to doctors and they took the guest home, which is my cousin, I think. I don't know what his relation is to me, really. But we let off all his fireworks last night and the chickens are out here. Look at this. You guys ready for this? What are you guys doing? They're eating the bird food. Stop it. Well, yeah, at least the heat wave's gone today. It's been like hotter than freaking I don't know what for like the last 3 days. And it was really hot on 4th of July. Oh, look. Now we got all kinds of firewood. Look at that. We ran out of firewood last night, which I couldn't film because it got too dark on me. I couldn't film myself, and the fireworks went up in the sky and I couldn't catch them, especially like the mortars and stuff. I didn't catch them too much. So, yeah. I want some more of them troll crackers, dude. Those were amazing. They sound like freaking boom. They went kaboom. We actually took it and threw it in the yard, and it actually like blew up our grass yesterday. I don't know if you remember, but like it was like the little firecrackers that we had. Like there's like M80s basically. But now I got all these fireworks still. Look at this. He left us a bunch of fireworks. Yay! Like this thing. Whatever these are. Like what? Amidst crackling sparks, like, I don't know, he left us all his fireworks for some reason, which we'll light off whenever this weekend, which we're having a bunch of fireworks, and we're having a big party, which I don't know if I'll be able to film it, because I don't like filming when there's a bunch of people around, and it makes me feel like my family doesn't, like, understand, like, they know YouTube, but they're kind of weird about it, especially some of the old people. Oh, I'm tired. If they don't know, like, understand, like, YouTube and, well, I mean, like, I don't even understand YouTube. I don't think anyone really understands YouTube. Unless, like, you're, like a coder for YouTube, then you really understand it. Even they don't understand each other, because sometimes they make choices that the other side of the company doesn't understand. And if you're wondering why I have a rebel flag in my room, which has probably been in a couple vlogs, no, I'm not racist, and no, I'm not well, I'm a redneck because I'm from West Virginia. Everyone refers to me as a redneck. Unless you moved here from another state, but then, yeah. But I know I'm not white trash, you know, I'm not a redneck and stuff like that. I just thought it was cool looking at the Buckle Festival, which, if you don't know what the Buckle Festival is, it's like a little festival we have for buckwheat cakes, because that's what apparently my county produces a lot of, I think, or something like that. It's like an annual festival for it. Like right around towards the end of summer, like October-ish. Yeah, right around like October, or maybe before then. I don't know exactly when it is. But it's like right towards the end of summer, like right when school... No, it's right about when school starts up, which is about the end of summer for most people, because school starts at like the end of summer. They have a bunch of festivals. We have one down in the city, we have a couple up here, and then, yeah, this is like a bunch of festivals you have every year. But I thought it was cool one year, so I bought it, and yeah, that's why. I just think it's cool. It's not because I'm racist or anything like that. I know what it represents. Like, yeah, so don't get all hateful on me in the comments, okay? If you go back and watch some of my old videos, like, it was, like, prominent in the background because I didn't care. I still don't care, honestly. Like, it's my life to do what I want with it. But, yeah. But, on this note, we'll go light this little firework that I got in my hand, because why not? Alright? See what the chickens do. Buck, 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 buck. This is safe, right? Lighting off on the porch. Right? Emit crackling sparks. Why not? Ow. Yay! Oh god, that was it. No. Chicken, did you guys even care? Like, gee. That was it? That sucked. I guess it'd be cooler at night. Maybe I should wait till the night. Oh well. But we lit off a bunch of fireworks last night. We had like, it wasn't a bunch. We had a bunch of Roman candles that go up in the sky and blow up. We had like these little, like, boxes that go shoot like 30 off at once, which is pretty cool. Shot a bunch of mortars. We had like 8 mortars, I think, which are pretty cool. And a tube there. If I ever get some money, I'm gonna have a huge like fireworks. I'm gonna make like a a stack. Like, you get like a bunch of mortar tubes and you wick them up, and you can get shells and stuff, which is cool. Buy a whole big box of them, dude. Like a whole big box of thing. Like, they had them over there where we went. Like, they had like this big box that was like as tall as me and as wide as me, which is pretty big. For like, I don't know how much it was, like 160 bucks. They also had like big boxes of stuff that shoot like mortars up in the sky, like $150 a piece, which is cool. So, hashtag ever get some money, I'm gonna do that, dude, one year. I'll throw a big old party up here. Because up here we can do whatever we want. Like, there's like nothing that we can't do up here. Like, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, soon as my mom gets back, 'cause I don't know if my dad's coming back or not, because he has to go straight to work, I think. Which, I don't know why my mom went them. If he has to come back, I don't even know what they're doing. They just kind of left me. But, anyways, guys, I'll cut back in a few minutes. Alright, guys, I just realized that it's Thursday, and I promised a throwback Thursday video of all the bad luck that I had. So, before we get into this, it's going to be a long story. Not going to be very many cuts in this video from here on out. Probably most of the video. I might film some more later, but it's probably going to be most of the video because it's going to be pretty long. Because I got to go into some details here. But, this is not a woe is me, or, oh man, like, my life sucks, anything like that. I don't care, I'm fine with it. I just wanted to tell you guys, like, we have some pretty bad luck. Like, it's pretty ridiculous. Alright, okay. So, first off, let me give you some pretense. Okay, so we used to live in a trailer park, right? And this trailer park was really crappy. Like, it was a drug den. Like, it was a bad neighborhood. Like, no one would live here. Rent was cheap, though, which is why we lived there for so long, because we don't have very much money. But, anyways, so we lived there forever. My mom and dad, they always wanted to move up here for, like, ever, right? But I didn't want to because the school systems up here are really crappy. And we'll get into that in a little bit. Like, that's one of the bad luck things that happened, which is my fault mostly. But, yeah. But, because I'm bullheaded and stubborn. But, we'll start beginning. So, basically, they always wanted to move for a long time. Like, that was their goal. They move up here for a long time. They had the money. But the thing was, they was going to wait till I graduated high school because I liked my high school. I was going to graduate, go to college, do all that cool stuff, right? Well, that was the plan. I was going to try to go to college with a scholarship because I had the grades, almost. If I would have tried a little bit harder, I would have had the grades. But, for a full scholarship, because I took the SATs, I was like 1 point off. Or I think it was I forget what it was. It's either SAT or SAT, but I was like 1 point off from full scholarship. So, yeah, to our college in the city. But anyways, that's basically that. But, so we lived in a trailer park for like the last 6 months or so. There was rumors going around that the trailer park's going to shut down, blah, 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 right? Because people kept seeing this guy, like they had like these people come around, they were surveyors, right? And they kept surveying and stuff, and people were like, hey, what are you doing? So people start calling the landlord, and he's like, no, nothing's going to happen. We're just putting in new pipes, blah, 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 blah. So about 6 months more passed, and then lo and behold, they come back, and then people call him again. This guy's like, no, we're shutting down. Yeah, 6 months. Get out. That's basically what happened. He came around to everyone's house like, yeah, in 6 months, we're closing down, we're building a housing development, we're selling it off, and boom, there you go. Like, they sold off our trailer park to build a housing development. And I'm pretty sure he sold it for like $12 million to land. And they gave people there 6 months, which is pretty good. I mean, 6 months is a pretty good time. But our trailer is old, and and we had to wait a long time before our trailer moved, right? Because we had to dig water lines, we had to dig sewer lines, stuff like that. And we didn't have a backhoe. We wasn't going to run because we didn't have the money. Because we barely had the money to move at that point because we kept using it, which is a whole another story. But we barely had enough money to move. We didn't have nobody. But we had a family member who has a backhoe, and he said, yeah, we'll dig the pipes, right? But he said he had to go do his family first because his family lived in trailer park too. It's like, let's dig our pipes first because he moved up here too. But it's like way, way up there. I had to do like, he said it would take like a day or two, right? Well, he goes into his property he has, and it was a lot more work than what he thought because he thought it was gonna be like a quick job, but it took him like 5 months, I think, right? So 5 months passed. We packed everything up. We put in a storage unit because our trailer's old. Like, most people just pack up their stuff and they leave it in a trailer, but our trailer's so old, we had to pack up everything, put it in a storage unit, and because our trailer's too old, they didn't want to have much stuff in it because they didn't know if we could make it or not, which it almost made it. I mean, it made it, but it had issues. Like, we can't move this trailer anymore. They told us, like, this trailer can never move again because it, like, broke coming up through here. But that's a whole other story. So, we put everything in storage unit, everything, and then, like, the last month came. And then the last month, we couldn't find anybody to move our trailer because everyone else was booked up moving everyone else's trailer because we waited too long. And we had this one guy who was going to move our trailer, and he's like, yeah, we'll come. But then he didn't want to do it because, I don't know what happened to him. He never called us back, I think. I don't know what happened to him. And he told, like, at one point, he said something like, and then the other people kept calling him, and they got mad at him, so he said, yeah, he didn't want to do it. But thankfully, we found this other person, this other company that moved our trailer in, like, a week. So we get up here, right? And we figured, hey, we have our water line dug and everything and sewer stuff, right? We move up here. They move our trailer out, right? And we look at our trailer. And every single pipe on our trailer is busted up, and it's just gross. Like, our whole water system had to be replaced because it was clogged up and sewer and everywhere. It was bad when they moved our trailer. We didn't know it was that bad, but it was pretty bad. So we come up here, we had to replace all our pipes first, right? And then before we could even hook up to the water, the people, when they put in the water line, because it was like 10 years ago to put a water line in, they was paying $5 to put in the pipes, not the pipes, the hookup, right? Which my uncle paid for it down the road, which he owns this, kinda now. I don't know how that works. I think like all 4 months, I'm not getting into that, but he paid $5 to put the water hookup down there, right, at the end of the road. But they said they did, and it looked like they did. There's a big hole there, right? So he's like, yeah, there's a water hookup. Well, we go to hook it up, and it turns out it's not. It's actually a vent. Like, it's a steam vent. They didn't put in. So we had to pay, what was it? They said in order for it to come out, they had to pay $300, right, to come put another one in. But we didn't have the money, so our uncle did it. Thank God for that, because we never got the water on, because we spent all our money moving up here. So, yeah, we had to wait. It took them 2 weeks, I think, to do that. It took about another week for us to get all of our pipes replaced, which was a lot, because they did replace, like, everything, because it was bad, and everything else. So, we had to wait 2 weeks for that. We got that on. So, another thing about trailers is, and you can't, like houses, you can just hook up your power directly to the house, right? Like your pole's right on your house, and it's blah, 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 all that stuff. For a trailer, you have to put in, you either have to put in the pole, or you have to put in like a 5-foot tall, like, thing, and you can put it underground, right? Well, we didn't put it underground, we put it in a pole, because it's easier. Well, up here where we live, our pole, our ground, is nothing but sheer rock there, like 2 feet, and you have to bury these poles 6 feet in the ground, right? So we was out there with the post digger for like 3 days straight, and we hit just solid rock. So then we had to rent a, what was it? A literal jackhammer, like a gas jackhammer. Didn't even break it up any. And then our other uncle came up here with a air powered one and broke it up, and we dug it out in like a day, right? And it was 6 feet. We put it in there. But the power company, right, up here, because their infrastructure sucks in Preston County. Apparently, I'm echoing pretty bad, actually. So the infrastructure sucks pretty bad up here, right? I'm not echoing right here. And so they said they're 6 to 8 weeks behind, right? It takes us 6 to 8 weeks to come up here and look it up. So we had no power, no water for 3 weeks, right? Then we had water but no power for 6 to 8 more weeks, because the power company is ridiculously slow up here. And all they did was they came out here, they had this big machine, they dug a big hole, whoop, straight down like an auger. They dug it straight down 5 minutes, and then they took them like 10 minutes to take the power line from the road to our house. Literally 20 minutes, and it was done. And I'm like, seriously, you couldn't take 20 minutes out of your day and 8 weeks to do this. And this is like winter almost at this point, because it's like, well, it's like getting towards winter. So we have no heater in this house, because our heater is a propane heater, and it runs on stuff. So we literally had to use a kerosene heater in the living room. That's all we had for like 2 weeks when it was really, really cold. Well, it wasn't that cold, but it was getting cold, like. And then after that, like, eventually once we got our pole on, we put a generator on, and we had some power, like, throughout the day. We had power throughout the day with the generator, but it was a pain because it kept filling up with gas, and it didn't really, like, it didn't run hot water tanks. We didn't have hot water. We still couldn't take showers or anything, and then we couldn't, yeah. So, oh, and another thing is, like, I was, like, the most depressed I've ever been in this period of time. This is, like, the first year we moved up here, right? If you didn't know this, in my trailer park, I had a group of, like, 5 to 8 really, really close friends. Like, we hung out all the time. 5 to 8 really close friends, right? So we got the news, right? You had been about 6 months. Everyone was gone about a month. Like, most people were gone like the first 3 months. We had to stay around because I told you the issues. But all my friends, they just left, and I haven't seen them since. I think I saw my best friend, like, twice. He came up here and visited me twice since I moved. And then after that, he just stopped coming around. So he went to college, and he, yeah, basically left me behind. But now let me get into this now. Okay, so the school system, right? So while I didn't have power, I couldn't take a bath. I had to go to my uncle's house to take a bath every day, right? And I already didn't like the school system. This is my senior year in high school, right? My senior year. I had planned to go to college because I was pretty close to getting the full scholarship. I took the test that year, probably passed it, and got a full scholarship to my college, which I could probably still pass it now, but at this point, it doesn't matter. I mean, I could do it, but it doesn't matter. But anyways, I was planning to go to college on a scholarship because I had the grades, basically. It was my senior year. I was like, okay, I will try the high school. I will try it, right? Like, I was like, I will give it a chance. I went for about the first week, maybe 2 weeks, right? and I didn't like it. So, me being bullheaded in this, and this is what really pissed me off. Beforehand, like, I talked to my principal at my old high school, and he said, okay, it's your last year, we'll let you come back here, right? Just send in a request to the Board of Education, they might let you come back. Okay, I was like, okay, so I sent in a request, they denied it immediately. Like, we sent in, and like a week later we got back and denied, like, really, like, he's like, bullcrap, you can't, because that's the law in my state, you can't switch high schools because everyone would go to, like, the best high schools because there's 2 really good high schools and the rest are shit. Like, that's how it is. Like, I was in one of really good high schools, and then I went to the worst high school in the state. So, yeah, it was pretty bad. So they wouldn't let me go, pissed me off. I went to the high school, I tried it for 2 weeks. I didn't like it, so I just stopped going altogether. Basically, for like 2 months, 2 or 3 months, I didn't go at all, right? And then I finally went back one day. I talked to I was going to drop out that day, right? After 2 months. I was going to drop out. 17, I was going to drop out because I didn't want to get in trouble. They're like, no, you can go. We will try and blah, 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 right? And so I try. I go back the next day, basically, and the guy says, one of my teachers like, yeah, you can't pass this year. I was like, I'm not going another year at this high school. I just want to pass this year. So I go back, I talked to this other guy. He said, yeah, you could probably pass. Like, we can make it happen. You could take some extra classes. Like, I don't want to take extra classes. I'm just done. So, me being bullheaded, I just stopped going completely, right? For, like, almost the entire year, basically. I only went, like, 2 weeks out of the entire year, if that. I didn't like it. Like, this is how bad the school was. Okay, I took an Algebra 2 class, right? Which is, like, the senior class, I think. Math class. Or, yeah. Because it was the senior math class because I had to take, because math is, like, the thing I was bad at, so I had to take, like, what was it? Like, the thing in junior year, which is, like, a bit easier, and then you can take Algebra 2 your senior year. But, anyways. So I took Algebra 2 up there, and this is what the teacher said. She was from another state, and she came here to teach. And they literally told me this was the first year that they had a teacher who was qualified to teach Algebra 2. Just the basic, senior math class, right? Like, it should be a common thing. And also, at my old high school, they had AP and honor classes for free. I think you might have had to pay for AP class. I'm pretty sure you didn't. But AP classes go for, like, towards, like, college grades, college stuff. But, at this high school, they had no one to teach it. They had no one to teach honors or AP, for that matter. And you had to pay for it, which is like $60 a semester. And so, yeah. And then when you did take it, they didn't have a teacher, so they go to, like, the library and have, like, a teleconference in the library with a video chat with a teacher. And you and, like, 5 other kids that took it. And this high school didn't give 2 craps about you unless you was A, on the football team, or B, really smart. If you said anyone else, they was like, nah, you're nothing. Like, get out of here. Like, they didn't give 2 craps about you. So I stopped going for, like, the whole year, right? And all I did was just mope around, and my mom and dad, they always kept yelling at me to go and go and go. I was like, no, I'm not going, blah, blah, blah. So, on my 18th birthday, we get a letter in the mail saying, hey, you have to come and talk to us or you're going to court. I was like, shit. So, on my 18th birthday, literally, the day I turned 18, I went up there to the school and I dropped out. Boom, done. Like, I was done. But the high school where I dropped out of has, like, one of the highest dropout rates in the state I'm in. So they knew I was going to do it at this point, right? So went there and talked to the social worker woman. He's like, you either drop out now or your mom and dad will have to pay $100 to $200 for every day you missed, which was a lot. And we didn't have the money for that. Or they could say, if they really want me to stay in school, they could tell them that I was a troubled child and they could just send me off for another year until I finished my senior year. And then they'd kick me out of that place, right? Which they didn't want to do that either because I would not last in juvie, basically, is what it would be. So I was like, no, I'm dropping out. I'm done with this. On my 18th birthday, I dropped out. The dropout was pretty weird. They literally made me go around with a paper to every one of my teachers say, hey, I'm dropping out, sign this. And if they didn't agree to it, I couldn't drop out. They all agreed to it. Like, whatever, fuck off. They was like, get out of here. Like, most of them was. They didn't care. So I dropped out, and that was it. So then I went into a spiraling depression because I didn't really want to drop out of school. Like, I had plans to go to college. And so I agreed to drop out of school. My parents agreed to let me drop out if I got my GED. Right? But I waited about a year before I got my GED because I was in a deep, deep depression, right? So, took my GED, got my GED test, took it, boom, done, right? 6 months after that. Went to a spiraling depression for about a year. Then, since we moved up here, we've had nothing but bad luck. We had cars break down all the time, our roof, right? We just got a roof replaced not too long ago. The reason is because when we lived in a trailer park, our roof was kind of bad, but it was like nothing. But up here in Preston County, we put our trailer like right here where it is, which there's a lot of wind because we're in the mountains. And the wind just blew our roof off. Like basically, like the roof was messed up, dude. Our house has took a beating since we moved up here. Like, when they moved it up here, like, it took a beating. Like, the roof was leaking in that room pretty bad. Like, I'll show you. I don't want to show you because it's pretty bad. Since we moved up here, our lawnmower's broken down. Our barn fell over. We used to have a barn. Hold on. If you didn't know, that big, oh, I can't show you, but there's a big pile of stuff up there, which used to be a barn. It fell over when we was up here. Cars have broken down. All kinds of stuff has happened. But, refrigerator broke. We didn't have power for a long time. It's just a bad year. I went to a spiral depression for about a year and a half. I'm finally coming out of it. My family keeps telling me to get a job, but I was so depressed to get a job that I didn't feel like doing nothing. Like, all I want to do is just mope around all day and do nothing for about a year and a half. Then I got my GED, and then I felt better, and I promised him to get a job after I got my GED, which I haven't done yet, because I don't know, I just don't want to get a job, which is kind of sad. I'm just kind of mooching, which is, yeah, this is like the most real video I've ever done on my channel, honestly. Like, I have not done any of this, like, anything this real before. I might not even upload this. If I upload this, then, you know, I didn't chicken out and told, like, the truth, I guess. But, what else? I think that's about it that's happened since we moved up here. I think that's all the bad luck we've had since we moved up here. Dropped out of school. Oh, we gotta talk about health problems. Alright. So, before we moved up here, right, my dad had health problems. He has a bad heart. Like, he has bad arteries because he didn't take care of himself because of diabetes, stuff like that. It's finally catching up to him. But, I mean, this is not a new thing, but, he's had through 2 or 3 surgeries since he moved up here in 3 years. He's had like a bunch of stents put in since he moved up here, and he had 1 heart attack, which isn't good. And up here in Preston County, our ambulances are kind of crap. Well, they're better than what they used to be, but the ambulances take forever to get here, is what I'm saying. Like, if like where we used to live, the ambulance would be there in like 5 minutes, boom, because it was right there by the hospital. Because we're in the city, right there by the hospital. Well, up here, we're like 30 minutes away from the nearest hospital. So, yeah. So, my dad had a heart attack. He went out there and he went to the hospital. He had like 2 stent surgeries when you put a bunch of stents in his heart and stuff, which isn't good. So, yeah. I think that's all the bad luck we had. I think. I don't know. But, this is what I want to get off my chest. So, I'm going to go ahead and cut. And probably cut back in a few minutes. I might film my mom down a little bit. But mostly this is going to be the meat of the vlog. I might film my mom a little bit when she comes home. But Dad went straight to work. So I don't know if I'll film him. So I'll cut back in a few minutes. Alright guys, I changed my mind. I'm going to end the vlog. This vlog's going to be pretty long because, yeah, it was like almost a 20-minute just rant. Well, like not rant, but just explaining like why I've been like that. But it's the most real video I've ever done. Might not upload it. I probably am. Yeah, I'm probably most likely to upload it. Because I already got it done, so I might as well, right? The most real video I've ever done on my channel. So, hope you guys enjoy this and don't, like, yeah. So, remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, and peace! Whoop! And hit that little bell, bing!